Good morning, students. Today we are going to see one of the physiological process takes place in plants, photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. So before we start this photosynthesis, we will go back to the food chain what we have studied already in the lower classes. Take food chain, plant. It is eaten by the grasshopper. It is eaten by the frog. It is eaten by the snake. It is eaten by okay. So in this, the plant is eaten by the grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by the frog. And frog is eaten by the snake. Snake is eaten by the. So this one, suppose if the plant is not there, it is not there, the grasshopper won't get food. Then the frog won't get food. Snake won't get food. So for all these, the basic food is prepared by the plant. Okay. So photosynthesis. We have to study how the food has been prepared by the plants. Plants are producers. Plants are producers. They produce their own food. They are the only producers in the ecosystem. Okay. The rest all, including human beings, we are all consumers. Okay. So plants are producers. How these plants produce their food? They produce their food by using, if 6th standard and from 6th standard you have been studying about photosynthesis. They are preparing starch by using sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll. If we ask any one of the 6th students, they will say sunlight, water, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll are necessary for photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Plants prepare their food. Okay, so they will say like that. Now in this lesson, all these you have studied. In this lesson, we are going to see what are the factors affecting this, what are the factors necessary for the photosynthesis, and how this photosynthesis taking place, how it takes place. So far we have studied photosynthesis is preparation of food by the plants. Okay, now how the plant is preparing food with the help of these factors, how it is preparing the food, starch, we are going to see. So first let us see the factors. What are the factors? Chlorophyll, sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. This already you know. Okay, chlorophyll. You have learned about the chloroplast as a cell organelle. But what about this chlorophyll? It is a green pigment. It is pigment. So, number of varieties of chlorophyll are there in the plants. But chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B are the major pigments present in the plant. They play an important role in photosynthesis, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. So, if the photosystem contains, I have written here photosystem 1, photosystem 2, if the photosystem contains more, these are the primary pigments. Chlorophyll is primary, chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B are primary pigments. The rest are accessory pigments. Okay, xanthophyll, carotenoid, all these are accessory pigments. So, this chlorophyll A and B are present in the membrane of the thylakoid. You must study the structure of chloroplast in your classes. Anyway, once we will recollect quickly. Chloroplast, petal-shaped structure. It has a matrix called stroma. The stroma, granular structures are seen. They are called grana. I have drawn one grana here separately. Each grana is made up of number of units called thylakoids. And these thylakoids, the membrane of the thylakoids, you can see the chlorophyll. The membrane of the thylakoids contain chlorophyll. Okay? Okay, where the chlorophyll are present, what the chlorophyll are doing? They are trapping the solar energy. The chlorophyll are trapping the solar energy. So that is how they are useful for photosynthesis. Next comes the sunlight. Sunlight is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay, light energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll. And they used to say the more sunlight, there won't be photosynthesis. Less sunlight, more photosynthesis. It is partially correct, because the photosynthesis, even if the sunlight is present, the sunlight takes place maximum at 35 degrees centigrade. Okay, so more than that the photosynthesis will not take place. So this sunlight, if it increase, what happens? Photosynthesis stops, I said. And in that case, what we should do? Okay. Then one more question comes. Okay, we are keeping indoor plants, and how these indoor plants are prepared? They don't get sunlight. Of course, once in a week we used to keep it in the near the window to get the sunlight. But this light inside the room, this light energy they need. Okay, they need light energy. That light energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll. Okay. Now, water, when we are discussing about the carbon dioxide concentration, we will see what happens in the photosynthesis rate. Next comes water. Water is responsible for the photosynthesis. Water, if you write the formula for water, H2O. If you see the formula for glucose, C6H12O6. So here hydrogen is there, oxygen is there. Okay. So this hydrogen and oxygen are utilized to prepare starch. Okay. So that is why they need water. If water content is less, then the supply of hydrogen and oxygen will be less, production of food is reduced. Okay. The next, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. The air is a mixture of gases. It contains carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. Okay. So this carbon dioxide, C6H12O6. So here this carbon is there, no? We have seen how hydrogen and oxygen are utilized for photosynthesis from water. Now carbon, from there the plants are getting carbon. They are getting it from the carbon dioxide. Okay, this carbon dioxide also contains oxygen. Water also has oxygen. So more oxygen is there. Isn't it so? So this is the rest of the oxygen is sent out. Okay, that is the main significance of advantage of photosynthesis. During photosynthesis, oxygen is given out by the plants. Okay, so cleaning up the atmosphere, whereas we are giving out carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants. That we will discuss in the significance of the photosynthesis. Now we have seen the factors, how the factors are helping. So far we have studied chlorophyll, sunlight, water, carbon dioxide is used for photosynthesis. But how, where they are, how they are utilized, we have seen the factors. Okay, next, how this process taking place? I said no, the oxygen and the hydrogen combined, and hydrogen, oxygen, carbon combined form the glucose. How this combination takes place? Now, if you take the process of photosynthesis, it consists of two steps. There are two steps of it. It involves two steps: light dependent, light independent. Then in those days they used to say light reaction and dark reaction. But the people, they have taken it in a different way. Dark reaction means Only in the dark reaction takes place. Only in the light reaction takes place. It is not like that. So in order to clarify that doubt, they have mentioned is light dependent. That is, this reaction depends upon light. Only when the light is present, this reaction will take place. Okay. Then light independent. Whether the light is present or not, this reaction light independent takes place. So it takes place in daytime as well as night time. Whereas light dependent, only whenever the light is during the daytime, only more light will be available. So only during the daytime or whenever the light is available, it takes place. Light dependent reaction takes place. In this light dependent reaction, see, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 have written, and photosystem 1 contains more chlorophyll and less accessory pigments. It contains less chlorophyll, more accessory pigments. Okay, so these are there in the plant. This photosystem 1 and photosystem 2 both are disturbed by this light energy. They are disturbed by the light energy. Due to this disturbance of this chlorophyll, electrons are emitted. Okay, electrons are emitted. These electrons are utilized for changing ADP into ATP, adenosine diphosphate into adenosine triphosphate. So where this adenosine diphosphate is there? Adenosine diphosphate is there in the plant, in the leaf itself. Okay, and this one, adenosine diphosphate, will change into adenosine triphosphate. So what happens here? Di become tri. One more phosphate molecule is added. Okay, for adding this one more phosphate molecule to this ADP, they utilize this electrons emitted by this. Okay, so here addition of phosphate molecules takes place, and the energy molecule ATP is the energy currency of the cell. ATP is being produced. This ATP, the production of the process of changing ADP into ATP is called photophosphorylation. It is called as photophosphorylation. Okay. So what is photophosphorylation? It is a process takes place in the light reaction. That is light dependent reaction, where ADP, adenosine diphosphate, is converted into adenosine triphosphate in the presence of light. That is the definition for photophosphorylation. Okay. Then one more thing takes place in this light dependent reaction, that is photolysis. Lysis is splitting. Okay. So here the water molecule is split. Water molecules are split into oxygen and hydrogen ions. Oxygen is given out as a byproduct. This hydrogen is utilized for converting NADP into NADPH2. That is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Hydrogen is added. So NADPH2 is another energy molecule. So here two energy molecules are being produced, ATP and NADPH2. Okay. So this takes place in the light dependent reaction. In the light independent reaction, these energy molecules are now being produced. These energy molecules are utilized to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. Okay. So hydrogen, oxygen are there, carbon also is there in the carbon dioxide. So everything together, it should combine together in proper proportion. See, 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atoms of oxygen together form one molecule of glucose. So it has been produced by using this. It is carbon dioxide is converted into glucose by using this ATP and NADPH2. Okay. So that is called, it is taken place in series of actions. So one molecule of glucose, another molecule of glucose, another molecule of glucose. So step by step it takes place. Then all the molecules of glucose are converted into starch and stored in the plant. So this process is called as polymerization. This process is called as polymerization. Okay, and please remember, the food in the plant is prepared as glucose, stored as starch and distributed as glucose. Okay, that we are going to see. photosynthesis, glucose, water and oxygen. These are the products. Okay, because of these reactions, during this reaction, these products are being produced. Glucose, how the glucose is formed? You see, this glucose is converted into starch and stored in the plants. And water is given out, but the same water is utilized for the other process also. Okay, because it is a conversion of polymerization, involves many steps. For that, the water that has been given out is utilized again. Then, oxygen. Oxygen is given out as a byproduct and makes the environment clean. Okay. Then how this food prepared by this plants, that glucose, is sent to the different parts. It is converted during the night time. It converts into, the starch is converted. It is stored as starch. No, the starch is converted into glucose, and as glucose, it is distributed through phloem to the different parts, because glucose is monosaccharides. Okay, so simple molecules. As simple molecules only it can be. And here one more thing I would like to say this: carbon dioxide and sunlight. I said sunlight 35 degrees centigrade, it stops. Okay, and maximum. Then up to 40 degrees centigrade, it will continue. It will stop at 40. Now what happens after that? If it is 40 degrees centigrade, it will not, the photosynthesis will not take place. Now how to increase it? Increase the rate of photosynthesis. In this optimum temperature, from here, if we increase the carbon dioxide concentration, now the carbon dioxide concentration with 0.02, the stabilized, the photosynthesis rate is stabilized. If it is increased by 0.05, it will increase, the rate of photosynthesis will increase, and then after this it will become stabilized. Okay, so by increasing slightly this carbon dioxide concentration, we can increase the rate of photosynthesis. And then in this maximum rate of photosynthesis, how can we? From this 20 degrees centigrade, from 20 to 10 degrees, if we increase the light, it will double up. It will double, the rate of photosynthesis will become double. Okay, so that is how the sunlight and carbon dioxide together are used in growing the plants by increasing the concentration and increasing the temperature. Okay, so in this class we have seen food chain, plants are producers, what are the factors necessary for photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Of course you know, I need not say what is photosynthesis. From 6th standard you have been studying. So the factors, and the factors, how the factors are affected. If the factors increase, decrease, what happens? Then how the process of photosynthesis takes place, light dependent, light independent, and what is photophosphorylation, what is photolysis, and what are the end product of photosynthesis, glucose, water and oxygen, how the food prepared is distributed to the different parts. So with this we are finishing one unit, unit 1. As unit 1, unit 2 only I can say, one unit I finished. We will meet in the next class for the second unit. Okay, bye.